Okay, so there's been this long rumor and story about Dr. Dre at one point being shot during his death row days. It was kind of crazy because the story never really came out at the time, you know, compared to like now. If someone gets shot, it's really hard to hide.
Yeah.
But back then it's like this, you know, this kind of like crazy story or thing that happened that nobody really knows anything about. Is there anything you can tell me about it?
I only heard the rumors as well. Just that Dre was at the studio, and apparently he didn't want to work or being lazy or maybe drunk or whatever. And Suge was supposed to have shot him in the leg or in his butt. But I don't have any firsthand knowledge of that. And I just heard the rumors just that other people have heard the rumors out here. Quite frankly, I don't believe it. Because of the way I knew how their relationship was up until Dre finally decided to leave Death Row. Suge was always Dre protector. Done caught cases behind Dre. Then, you know, was always captive saberhold of Dr. Dre. So that's all I ever saw between Dre and Suge was all love.
This is a well talked about rumor within like the death row circle. Like a lot of people talk about this. Like it's something that's out there. I mean, I've heard a few different times myself. You would think that after something like that happened, Dre would leave death row.
This was definitely at least 2 years before me coming around, and I was around from 94, 95, 96 while Dre was there. And I can honestly say I didn't see nothing but a cool relationship, a respectful relationship between the two of them.
Oh, so this was supposed to have happened. Okay.
93, 92 or something like that.
Okay. And Dre left over Suge and Michelle hooking up.
Well, I think that, I always say that was the final straw. There was a lot of things. Dre and DJ Quick were two that I can honestly say never liked the drama that was going around Death Row. These were artists, musicians. They was about to work. So they really didn't like the dumb shit that was going on. Look at him now, he's a billionaire. So guess he was smart, but he wasn't for all of that. And that was the reason for leaving, but do you leave a company that's worth $300 to $500 million, you know, just because of that? But when you have a bunch of things happening, and then you find out that your partner is messing around with your baby mama, I just think it's just, you can only take so much as a man. And that's what I think happened.
So that was like the final, like, I gotta go now. Like, this
The
is.
straw that broke the camel's back.
Yeah, okay. It would seem like a chaotic environment to always be in and people fighting and, you know, you wouldn't want to deal with that while you're trying to focus on making music. You're trying to have a clear head and everything.
I agree. And you gotta remember our age. Think of your 27, 28-year-old nephew now. How do we really look at them? We look at them as young and dumb and full of calm. You know, we just, you know, true enough, 27, 28-year-old, like Jay-Z say, the new 40 is the 30-year-old.
The new 40 is the new 30.
You know, they're younger.
So Dre leaves, and do they leave on bad terms? Because Dre left everything to Suge. What was going on that made it so bad?
Well, number one, Suge did, even though he gained 50% of a $100 to $300 million company at the time, he still didn't want Dre gone because Dre was a hell of a producer. And he, you know, he also directed most of the videos and stuff. So Dre did a lot of work for Death Row. I mean, Suge was business, he was the creator. And so he didn't want that, but that revolutionary Tupac Shakur brought out something that was undeniable to us. When he was like, wait a minute, this nigga never come around to the studio, not knowing that Dre was really on house arrest at the time. And he was like, Snoop's on trial for murder. Where was he? Why isn't Dre there to support Snoop during this time of need. Where's Dre? The attorney telling us, hey, one of the witnesses keep calling Snoop Dr. Dre. Dr. Dre. We need Dr. Dre to come to court to sit there and say, I'm Andre Young, I'm Dr. Dre. Dre didn't want no part of that. You know, it was minute, but it just was something to play before the jury. A tactic. You have all of these things, and so it would have been hard pressed for Suge to go against Pac and some of the other artists for what Pac was preaching. But Tupac was the one really preaching, hey, this dude's not loyal, this dude's not with us, this dude is against us. What type of dude is he? If he's not coming to support his homeboy in court, if he's not, never at the studio doing no work. I came over here to work with mainly Dr. Dre. Quick is the one that mixed down All Eyes on Me.
Yeah.
Not Dre.